It is a happy day, Lieutenant. It's a very happy day. Someone sent this to me, and I had to do a video. This is just wonderful because it's very rare we see humanity going in the right direction. This time it comes from Japan, and it's sort of Western civilization, but it's not going to happen here in Western civilization because we're too spineless. But at least one country's taken the right step. Social sciences and humanities faculties to close in Japan after ministerial decree. Guy just comes out and says, you're closing the fuck down. 17 universities are to close liberal arts and social science courses. Many social sciences and humanities faculties in Japan are to close after universities were ordered to serve areas that better meet society's needs. Thank you. Bravo. Bra-fucking-vo. This is not a fucking place for hobbyists to go to and act all faux intellectually. We're not paying you. The taxpayers are not paying you, well, in this case, I guess hundreds of billion of yen because of the exchange rate, for you guys to pontificate and absolutely offer jack shit in return to the taxpayer. In this case, the Japanese taxpayer. Of the 60 national universities that offer courses in these disciplines, 26 have confirmed that they will either close or scale back the relevant faculties at the behest of the Japanese government. It follows a letter from Education Minister Hakuban Shimomura, boy, we need him as the Department of Education head, sent to all of Japan's 86 national universities, which called on them to take active steps to abolish social sciences and humanity organizations or to convert them to serve areas that better meet society's needs. The ministerial decree has been denounced by one university president as anti-intellectual. See, but you're not intellectual. You liberal arts people aren't intellectual. You're lazy. And you're parasitic on top of it. It's this cowardly tactic that these university and professor types use, like, well, we're intelligent, and you hide behind. No, you're not intelligent. Just because you have a doctorate in fucking dipshit studies doesn't mean you're smart. It means you're an idiot. You wasted Lord knows how much fucking time and money getting that worthless degree, and since you invested damn well near 8 to 10 years of your life in it, you have to make it pay off. And you don't care if you vote to have other people give them your money unwillingly so you can have some made up bullshit fucking job that doesn't do anything, doesn't offer jack fucking shit to society. So, yeah, that there. While the universities of Tokyo and Kyoto, regarded as the country's most prestigious, have said they will not comply with the request. Okay, well, just I understand why you don't want to. You need to make money. You guys are more important than the country. You're more important than everybody else because you're professors. What I'd love to see how they say, but they won't comply. What if it's the national government? They basically just cut your funding, I presume. However, 17 national universities will stop recruiting students to humanities and social science courses, including law and economics. Brilliant. Bravo. According to a survey of university presidents by the Yomiuri Shimbun newspaper, which was reported by the blog Social Science Space. It reports that the Science Council of Japan put out a statement last month that expressed its profound concern over the potentially grave impact that such an administrative directive implies for the future of the humanities and social sciences in Japan. There is no future. You have to offer something of value to exist in the future. That's it. You offer nothing of value. You should have no value. Look, the humanities and social sciences will never go away. All right? There will always be books. There will always be social commentary. There will always be documentaries. It's not like they're banning private universities from doing it. You could still go to a private school. It's just the government saying we're not financing this bullshit anymore. We're not financing hobbies anymore. This is just all it is welfare. That's all it is welfare, and at least welfare. The people who collect a straight welfare check are a little bit more humble. This is welfare for egomaniacs who have to not only get a free government check, but have this ego confirmation or this ego fed where they're intelligent. I'm a professor. And you're not. You're just a welfare bum. You're worse than a welfare bum. You're an arrogant welfare bum. You actually think you're smart. You contribute something to society. Deep down inside, I don't think for 1 second they believe it. I think they know they're all parasites and they just run behind, we're intelligent. That's anti-intellectual. However, it is likely to be connected with ongoing financial pressures on Japanese universities linked to a low birth rate and falling number of students, which have led to many institutions running at less than 50% capacity. All right, anyway. Here's the deal. I'm going to explain very quickly. You guys know my opinion. We're going to explain this again. We're going to simply boil it down so we can make it bumper stickers so professors at leftist universities can understand it, because we don't want long things. We just want short things. We're going to explain it very shortly. Why the liberal arts should not, I'm not saying be banned, but they should not be funded with any taxpayer. They should just be defunded. Why the liberal arts schools should be defunded. And you can still go to a private school with your own damn money if you want. Go there. But why the taxpayer should not be funding at all, not a penny, the liberal arts, right? First, you liberal arts people, the entire field offers nothing of value to society that could not be gotten for free at the library. Okay, not only to society, but to your students. You offer your students, you offer your, quote, clients, your beloved customers, you offer them nothing of value. You waste 4 years of their life at minimum, and Lord knows what in tuition, and the taxpayers' money on top of it, for some that they can go down to the fucking library or go online and learn for free. Okay? Second thing, it's that you get a better education going to the library and reading the classics than you will your modern day education, because you don't offer education. You guys offer leftist indoctrination. And don't even try to hide behind that so thin, wet toilet paper thin veil that you hide behind, that you offer education. You are leftist indoctrinators. You are lazy fucks who didn't want to work real jobs, thought yourselves more deserving of other people, and you became professors because you were lazy, you were incompetent, and above all else, you were arrogant and cocky, and you value yourself more than other people in the world. And you have no moral qualms about charging kids what you do for worthless educations, screwing them over, giving them degrees that won't land them jobs for shit that could be gotten for free at the university or online. You feed on your own. Perfect example is the hyphenated American Studies departments. African American Studies, Chicano American Studies, Latino American Studies, Asian American, Middle Eastern American Studies. Here you have presumably Hispanic, Black, women's studies, don't know how I missed that one, women, Black, whatever race, teaching predominantly or disproportionately the same racial or sexual group this worthless dribble, while lying straight to these kids' faces, lying straight to you, you're here to help blacks, you're here to help Latinos, when you're just fucking them over financially. You are fucking them over. So don't act like you're some kind of holier than thou or intellectual group. You are frauds, you're charlatans, you're parasites, you're scumbags, you're criminals. It's just happened that it's legal that you can do it. All right, that's all you are. So please do not say that what you offer is education. You offer validation for your own parasitism and leftist indoctrinated bullshit brainwashing. That's all you do. I mean, guys, kids, look, students, I mean, look this up. Go to your liberal arts departments and do a poll on how many of them vote Republican. It's less than 1% in most places. And you are not, so not only are you not getting a degree, and you could get better education for free at the library or online, you are being ruined in terms of your social, economic, political, even romantic thinking by these leftist indoctrinators. They are sending you down a path that is, not only are they not giving you an education and putting you in debt, they are teaching you things, they're brainwashing you. And the problem is it's a perfect case where I teach these classes online, and someone will come in with a question, and the question is wrong, because they are operating from wrong premises. So it's a double question I got to answer. I got to explain why they're wrong, then explain to them how the real world works, and then answer their question brand new. And that's where you're at. You are being programmed to be so wrong about everything in the world that it's not an issue of like, oh, I'm mistaken. You have to like be deprogrammed, explain how things are in the real world, and then rebuild back up. And that process, depending on how far indoctrinated you're gone, will take years. And here's the third reason why the liberal arts school should be defunded. It's because these liberal arts classes ruin your lives. These liberal arts degrees ruin your lives. And they ruin on multiple levels. One, financially. You go into student loan debt for a fucking worthless degree, and then you're financially crippled at least for a decade. So maybe you could think about getting a house or starting a family when you're 50. Two, it ruins your love life, your social life. Not only because you delay if you ever want to have a family or have kids, but especially take a look at women's studies. Oh my God. You women are trained to hate men. You are trained to loathe and hate men. You are trained to put your career ahead of children and humans first, and fuck family and meanwhile the most important thing in life is other humans. All because some pissed off, washed up, bitter 55-year-old cunt doesn't want you to be as happy, or doesn't want you to be happier than she's ever been. She wants you to be miserable. And so this ruins, like, you don't need a man, and anything you can do, I can do better, and this whole concept that men and women are the exact same, and they're not, and you ruin each other's respective specialization. Like, guys gotta be guys, girls gotta be girls. You put that together, they complement each other very well, and great things are achieved that way. But man, these liberal arts degrees, not only are you unemployed and financially ruined, and set behind the eight ball in terms of your finances, romantically and socially, when it comes to finding a potential spouse, falling in love, dating the opposite sex, maybe having children, building families, oh, you're fucked. You are so far removed from the real world reality and the genetic programming by this poppycock bullshit. Genetic programming in humans has been around for 2 million years. You think that hardwiring over 2 million years is going to be undone by 50 years of cunty, bitchy, ugly, mean, hate-filled, misandrist women from the 60s? Do you really think that they have the wisdom, living off of their daddy's money and government programs, never working in the real world, pontificating from academia? Do you think they have a fucking clue how the real world works? Was it 60 years of bitter old angry women or 2 million years of evolution? You tell me what's real. But you've been brainwashed. Again, you got to be deprogrammed, bring what back up. And so you're handicapped in the most important aspect of your life, and that is your romantic and social lives. No one is going to want to hang out with you. No one's going to want to marry you. No one's going to want to breed with you. So, and then finally, the worst thing, like, there's like an AIDS, like an anti-immunodeficiency aspect to the brainwashing that you get in your liberal arts degree. And that is, you always have an answer for something. You're never wrong. You can never be wrong, and you can never admit that you were brainwashed and led down the wrong path. They do such a good and thorough job of brainwashing you that any criticism that comes approaching you is, he's a white male, he's a bigot, he's a sexist, or he's a Republican, he's a crypto-fascist, whatever. There's always a convenient excuse to tell you why the world is wrong, why any criticism against you is not only wrong, but bigoted, or some nasty ist or ism name you call them. But if you never are allowed to be challenged or criticized, or have your thoughts challenged and proven in sort of like a geometric logic theorem, you'll never cure yourself. You'll forever be brainwashed. This is why again, hate to keep going to women's studies, but we could even go African American studies. As they get older, they just get more and more hate-filled. Meanwhile, people who aren't all about, it's whitey holding us down or men holding us down, women kind of like men, and they get along with men, and white guys are getting along with black guys, going fishing, or actually giving each other shit on the internet. We just wake up and first thing, let's shoot an arrow across old Marcus's bow over there. Hey, there he is. Let's go pick on them. But anyway, you're missing out. You're really missing out. Like, you girls who believe this leftist fucking bullshit about rape culture and every guy's out there to rape you and men are evil and patriarchy and the wage gap. I know women who are the don't believe a thing of that thing, and they're happily married. They love their husband. They're enjoying their lives. And for the Hispanics or the black people who are believing that, in African American studies or Latino American studies, it's always whitey out to get you there. You're missing out on some pretty cool friendships. And not only that, you're missing out on a lot of economic production and wealth because, like, good Lord, I've talked about it a million times. But here again, perfect example of how a liberal arts education ruins people's lives. Here's a perfect example financially. And the AIDS, like, you cannot fight against this virus because you're brainwashed against it. Think of all the young black, Hispanic, any minority and women who've been so indoctrinated to think that it's so hopeless because people like me, whitey over here, white male, we're constantly oppressing them, that they are disincentive or deterred to the point of inaction. And that they don't ever try, because why would you? If you really believe that all this crap that they teach you in a liberal arts college and a liberal arts degree, well, why would anyone who's not a white male try? It's a hopeless uphill battle. Well, now you have made it a self-fulfilling prophecy that you will not succeed because you never tried. And so then you are poor. You never achieve your full potential because, once again, of the leftist brainwashing of these liberal arts degrees. Seriously, guys, these liberal arts schools they are the worst thing in society right now. It's why I wrote the book Worthless. Go grab it sometime later. You can look it up. Because if we can stop this brainwashing at the youth, you can have these young kids grow up and become more realistic adults, more grounded in reality, with better educations, better job prospects, and less debt than the past 2 generations, we could easily say. But no, you guys, you professors, you administrators, you keep running. Oh, what? Are you going to call me a racist? Ooh, no. Are you going to call me a misogynist and a white guy? Misogynist, white guy, racist? Whatever, go ahead. Doesn't matter, because what I'm saying is true. I actually care more about the people you're trying to educate than you do, because you guys are nothing but a bunch of parasitic motherfucking lampreys sucking the financial lifeblood out of these kids, because you offer absolutely nothing to society. You're worse than Exxon could ever be. You're worse than the Democrat and Republican parties. You're just disgusting people. You're just cowards hiding behind name calling and these fake fucking academic credentials you have. It's all bullshit. You guys could be every liberal arts college could replace with like one thumb drive with all the classics. This right here could replace you all. It could. Anyway, so this is a warning to all you young kids thinking about majoring in the liberal arts, but it's also to let all you liberal arts professionals know that we know who you are. You're every day, good fucking Lord, whatever fucking bullshit comes out. you want to see idiots on parade and have these liberal arts people show their true colors. Just go look at the rape culture thing, these feminists, and you got to get proof before you have consensual sex and all that. I mean, my God, every day to the normal people, us normal people who live in the real world and pay your fucking salaries, it's becoming more and more apparent just what worthless people you are. So, just to let you know we're on to you. And I think we're going to see it in our day where liberal arts colleges are closing. Best of luck. Toodles.